David is playing with
his toy. What is that?
So I have a bigger camera than David. It looks more like something you can
shoot down
airplanes with, or even reach Putin.
This is a camera.
That's a camera. Welcome, Matti's back again. This time I'm out with the snowmobile and we are doing astrophotography. Not we. David is doing astrophotography and I'm following to see how that works. But let's roll the intro.
We are Stina and Matti. We run a lifestyle company in the north of Swedish Lapland. For living, we work as nature guides and dog mushers. This is our life, our dream and our home. You're welcome to follow us on the journey.
This time I'm out with David and he's running an astrophotography channel, Northern Panorama, on YouTube. I put a link somewhere. First we went to his place and loaded the snowmobile sled with a lot of gear, and I thought I had a lot of gear, but this is much more. Ja, jag funderar om jag ska kasta ut lite ved här ur. Den här kan man ju kanske sätta där.
Man plats med dem i en hylla där bak också.
Jag kan slänga ner ved där. Få ner. Here is some camera gear that's not super cheap. Side by side with the firewood, because we need some coffee later on. Now we reach the final spot of this tour and we're going to, David is going to put his thing there, and you can see Jokkmokk and everything down there, and the kennel is over there. If you follow us on Instagram, you know that we're coming up with the dogs and we're turning around the team here, and you can see into Sarek National Park over there in the west. So. Now we have cleaned up an area for where he's putting up all these things, and then he will aim it to something up there, far away up in the sky, and making picture of it. But we will see.
As you know, because we are at about 66 degrees north, and this mount, the Skywatcher EQ6R Pro, has a latitude limit at 65 degrees. I have to lower this south leg a few degrees, but that's not a problem at all. So.
I promise you, I didn't understand anything of that.
Now I will point this roughly to the north. I have to find Polaris, polar star.
Ah yes,
right there.
Yeah.
Easiest way is to find the Big Dipper and draw a line up.
Oh, so you're going to the Big
Dipper.
Ah, not the big wagon.
Big wagon. Or great bear.
Okay.
The Great Bear.
The Great Bear.
Great Bear is
Great
another
Bear is
thing.
something else.
Yeah.
it's fun to be out with another person who is also filming and seeing how he's doing everything.
Some haze around near the city, and we have a beautiful view from up here. We can see all the way to the Sarek National Park, the snow-capped mountains.
So actually over there is Jokkmokk, and you can see a little bit on the sky the light pollution from Jokkmokk. So this was it Bolt 3 zone? Bolt? Bortel 3.
Yeah, about 3 years.
So this is around Bortel 3 zone, that is some system. And if you go a little bit west from here, 40 kilometer west, 30 kilometer, 40-50 kilometer west, then it's Bortel 1, and that's dark. That's really dark. Then you have no light pollution, or very, very, very little. So this is one of the most darkest corner of Europe, I think. Northern Europe. Or?
One of the largest areas with Bortel 1. The largest, I think.
Yeah, maybe the largest area with Bortel 1. So it's not strange that our life is dark up here. But that's perfect if you want to look at the sky, if you want to look at the stars, if you want to look at the northern light and this kind of photo. It's like a nirvana for astrophotography.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nirvana. Except the temperature. But now we have minus 10 maybe, 10-15 degrees cold, a little bit wind. It's not so bad. It looks more like something you can
Shoot down
airplanes with, or even reach Putin.
This is the camera.
That's a camera.
Okay, so here we have M45. Good to see.
M45.
Yeah, Messier 45. The Pleiades, or the Seven Sisters. The light from this cluster began its journey when William Shakespeare was young and moved to London.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, that's incredible. Så nu gör den klippen.
So,
nu kommer den att vända sig.
Look now. Now this is making a circle. And this is like a lottery. Will the cables end up in a mess, or will they make this? Now we're aiming from from Donald Trump, and now we're aiming to Putin. I would love to see David when he go back to the shop with the iPad and they ask him, "Are you sure? Have this iPad been cold?" And David will say, "No, no way. I just keep it in my living room. I never had it outside the house, never." It's actually 10 or 15 degrees below zero, and it's working.
It's working. I used it when it was minus 30 a couple of weeks ago, but then it protested after 1 hour or so. But it works pretty good down to minus 20.
So actually doing this with all this equipment when it's minus 30,
it's crazy.
alone somewhere in middle of nowhere.
Yeah, alone on the ice.
And this is a short one because this is only, you're making picture now for 1 hour.
Yeah.
And the long one could be
3-4 hours.
Oh,
The whole session could be 6-7. I think when I was out there in -30, I was there for 7 hours.
7 hours, -30, not moving around. It's a lot of different outdoor people on this planet.
So it has started snowing here. That's the life as an astrophotographer for north of the Arctic Circle here in Swedish Lapland. So it began very good, very promising, and with complete clear sky, but now it's snow. So I think I have to stop shooting for tonight. That's the life.
That's a part of the life up in northern Sweden, that you always know that you will not succeed.
Yeah, exactly.
It's mosquitoes, it's dark, it's snowing.
Yeah.
It's always uphill and the wind into the face.
Exactly. But at least we are out and can fika and eat some cookies.
Yeah.
So that's one important thing that I want to say also, that every little trip out there is not all about astrophotography. It's an important part, of course, but it's also a nature experience and nice to get out. And I have had some questions and comments about the cold here and how we cope with that. But this is our lifestyle. This is every day. It's like this from November until April.
To be cold.
Yeah, it's cold. So.
And if it's not cold, it's mosquitoes.
Yeah.
So we had to choose mosquitoes or cold.
Yeah. And then I choose cold.
Me too. It's so difficult to change lens when it's mosquitoes, because you fill up the camera with mosquitoes.
Yeah.
So, and we always put out the first coffee. You always put out to the small people.
Yeah. This is kokkaffe.
Cowboy coffee or Turkish coffee or kokkaffe.
Thanks. I brought some Ica cookies.
I brought some Coop cookies.
So fun. Almost the same.
I didn't know.
No. And
you have a thermos bottle too. Me too.
yeah, I have white glögg.
Aha.
Non-alcoholic.
Now we have been drinking coffee, tea, eating cookies, and we have solving all problems in the world. We find solution for corona, politics, everything. Everything from corona to how to stay warm in the nature.
So actually, I don't want to leave the camera here. Thank you for watching, and subscribe if you like what you're seeing, and yeah, see you next time. Ciao!